Welcome to Weekly Digest, where we highlight the works of ministers of government as they advance the administration's development agenda. The Aranaputa Neighborhood Democratic Council NDC in Region 9 has been allocated approximately $160 million to support extensive infrastructural developments in the community this year. During a recent meeting, Minister of Public Works Bishop Juan Edgel outlined the next steps for the area's improvement.
I want the chairman or councillors and residents to sit with Mr. Walcott and Mr. Raphael and determine where you want the $160 million for this year to be spent. And I want within 1 month of today's date, the contractor for 2024 must be engaged. So that would be sometime early October. And we could be able to get the work done and get out of here before the rains come back January.
While this sum has been given, the government has implemented a ban on trucks parking on reserves in Rumveld next to Terganal Paints. Already, 11 sand trucks illegally parked at the industrial estate have been removed. These trucks had been illegally using the state's reserve as a base for their operations, disrupting the business activities of Terganal Paints, Inc.
The sand is finding its way into the factory and it is contaminating the paint. This matter has reached the courts. We have come and have removed these truck drivers before. Just under 2 weeks, the police have come and have removed them. They have returned. I've said to them, if they want to have a discussion, they could come to my office at 3 o'clock to have a discussion. But from today, whether it's these 11 or 12 that we met here, or any other sand truck, we are preventing and prohibiting the parking of sand trucks here for sale from now.
The minister later met with the sand truck operators and listened to their concerns and implemented a solution.
In a very frank and in a straight way, explain why we have to do what we have to do. And I think we have found a solution of where they have identified with the police, which is workable. Where they have agreed with the police is in the vicinity of the National Hardware on the southern side. That is between Houston Bypass Road and where you come down off the East Bank.
Over in the housing sector, the demand for concrete blocks is high in Region 3, as 9,000 house lots have already been allocated. As such, residents of Dekinderin and Danamstel will start supplying the blocks as they will benefit from a block-making facility. Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell engaged them on the block-making initiative, which is being done under the Community-Based Employment and Stimulation Project.
The project that is intended to have an employment opportunity as well as earning for you in the village.
With quality healthcare being a top priority of the government, they have commissioned a new health center in the village of Swan along the Soesdijk-Linden Highway. Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony commissioned the $40 million facility.
This was something that we wanted to do because we recognize you have a relatively new community. And you have a lot of children and other persons who are living here. And if you have to access health care, it is going to be difficult for you to go to the neighboring health center.
Taking a look at the education sector, the Ministry of Education has launched the Mathematics Intervention Initiative to enhance the performance of teachers and students in mathematics. Through the introduction of math monitors, the program targets 50 schools nationwide. With the introduction of this initiative, Minister Manik Chand is confident that the pass rate for mathematics in 2025 will increase.
This morning, we're launching what is the beginning of a math intervention program. This is to see short-term results from our 4th and 5th formers, even as we attend to our primary school and 1st to 3rd formers in a separate exercise.
As we continue to observe and celebrate Amerindian Heritage Month, the legacy of the late Stephen Campbell is being kept alive by the government. Campbell, an Arawakan politician, is the first Amerindian member of parliament in Guyana's National Assembly. This year, a play themed Stephen Campbell, Fortitude of Independence, was held at the Umaniana.
Maybe one of the most huge contribution was his boldness, his courage, and his activism to actually go to the United Kingdom with a petition on behalf of the people, the Amerindian people of this country, to guarantee and to secure our rights to land.
Also, an investment of over $570 million has been made by the government to develop sports in the hinterland. This announcement was made by Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport Charles Ramson Jr. during the opening of the Amerindian Heritage Games.
For far too long, villages that have been in the hinterland and in far-flung areas have not been able to connect properly. Now, through the large amounts of investment that are being made for the hinterland, that's where the connectivity and the connection is happening.
Over at the Ministry of Labor, they have engaged ITIL, a digital business service provider, after media reports that the company will be severing more than 400 workers. Minister Joseph Hamilton stated that the ministry will ensure that workers affected will be given severance packages. The ministry will also assist in finding alternative employment or training.
Chief Labor Office is reporting that in the conversation, the local management has indicated that a couple of things. One, there is a discussion and conversation about severing. The number at this moment is not a definitive number. Secondly, that the principals of the company will reach out to the ministry soonest. They will be in a better position to advise us about what their plans are, and they have been advised and instructed by the Ministry of Labor about the necessary procedures they will have to follow.
With major strides already made in the natural resources sector, Massey Gas Products Guyana Limited has commissioned an air separation unit. An air separation unit is a factory that produces nitrogen, oxygen, and other gases in high purity. Minister of Natural Resources Vikram Bharat said the plant will support the operations of the gas-to-energy project when it comes on stream.
Think of the benefits when we start to manufacture our own products. You have cheaper products. You save on foreign currency that you would have spent on importing goods. It creates a number of opportunities, whether it's direct opportunities or indirect opportunities.
This has brought us to the end of this edition of Weekly Digest. For these and other government-related information, do log on to our website at dpi.gov.gy and our social media platforms as well. Goodbye.